Hi, active families. I'm Larissa Maloney, your coach, Active Kids 2.0. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. I am so excited for our next guest. It is April B., the best-selling author of all things positive affirmation. So we're going to wait for April to come on so she can tell us all about what she does and give you mommies and kiddos some positive affirmations and some great things for the week, the weekend, the rest of your lives, all of that good stuff. So hold on, let me get April in. Here she is, she's waving. All right, let's bring her in. All right, let's see, get you the invite, April. Here we go. Hi, there we go.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So good to see you.
I know, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so let's get it going. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, what makes you wonderful, the wonderful April B.
Yes, and let me make sure my position is good. So, I'm April, from Cleveland, Ohio, and the name of my business is Me, Myself, and Family, where I teach people how to use positive affirmations the right way. I find that a lot of people think they know how to use them, but then they'll complain about how they're really not benefiting their lives. So I started the company to really help people understand how to apply them. Positive affirmations were something that really helped me out of a dark place, and I just wanted to share that with the world. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
I love that. So when did you start this?
It's actually, we're going on, well, formally, it'll be a year in February, formally. Prior to that, I was always, promoting, the positivity and positive mindset and developing peace and those type of things. So I said, I think this is something that the world could appreciate. So I, formalized the business and started it at that point. It was this past February.
Wow, so it is definitely a COVID-born business.
Yes, yes, it is.
I love that.
Yep.
Active Kids 2.0 is a COVID-born business. So I absolutely love that. So tell me, okay, so tell me how affirmations work. Maybe some of our viewers aren't, they don't know anything about affirmations. What are they? How do they work?
Yeah, we have these statements that we use, and the thought is that if you repeat them often, that they will start to resonate. So, you can have, your very common statements like, I am amazing, I am enough, I am beautiful. But then those who really understand affirmations and can appreciate them figure out how to use them so that they resonate. So they then go beyond what I call those stock affirmations to really start to create some affirmations that really start to touch their spirit and their soul.
Okay. So what's the best way to use them? How, more than saying them, I am enough, I am worthy. So how do we take it to the next level?
Yeah, so you can do multiple things. What I like to do is when I find an affirmation, or I'll create them. So the book that I have, I created a lot of those affirmations. So not only do I practice them and rehearse and recite them, but then I'll kind of break them apart to really analyze them. So for example, I'll give you the I am enough, right? I can say that 50 times, but what does that really mean?
Exactly.
Um, so where I probably should start if I still don't feel like I'm enough, right, is, well, where do I not feel like I'm enough, right? Like, where am I really struggling with appreciating this statement? And then what can I do to start to feel better about that part of my life? And then you start to make those changes. So then it all flows together to where when you say, I am enough, you really feel that you are enough.
I love that. Okay. So 1 second, okay? Because I
Yeah.
have a little baby that's just waking up and he loves being in my live videos. So give me 1 minute and I
Okay.
will go and I will go grab him. So while you're doing that, go ahead and maybe give our audience a couple of affirmations that you use on a daily basis.
Yeah, so I talked about one of the things that you can do is really use those affirmations and kind of pick them apart to really understand maybe where am I not enough, so that when you start to piece that together and when you say I am enough, you really believe that, right? So that's one way. Another way that I tell people to practice affirmations is through journaling. Journaling is so beneficial when you can start to become comfortable. And even if you aren't comfortable, but you can start to become comfortable with putting your thoughts on paper so that you can go back and kind of look through them and reflect on them and even look at the journey that you've taken through your writing. That's very beneficial too, because a lot of times we've experienced growth and we don't even realize it. We don't even necessarily give ourselves the grace to appreciate the growth. So, using the affirmation to resonate with you, kind of picking it apart, and then journaling is another great way to apply those affirmations. So, one of the affirmations that I use today, because it's very nice and sunny in Cleveland, Ohio today, is I enjoy and appreciate nature. So, I was not a nature lover, I'll admit. It took me some time. Oh, look at the cutie. Hi,
He's
cutie
awake.
pie. So cute. But yeah, no, so I was just saying, I enjoy and appreciate nature is one of the affirmations that I really work to practice. I was not a nature lover. When it gets too hot, I'm in the house under the air. We
Yeah.
get very cold temperatures in Cleveland, so I'm in the house. But I'm really starting to enjoy what nature can bring because it is what gives us life.
I love
So,
that.
whether it's sitting outside in the morning with your coffee and just being very mindful of what's around you, whether it's the birds chirping, the
Yeah.
trees blowing, the butterflies, even some of those nasty bugs, right? Just being able to enjoy what is giving you that life. So that would be one of the affirmations from the book, which is actually affirmation number 9, that I'm very mindful when I practice that one.
I love that. And it's almost like you are reprogramming your brain,
Yep.
because I've done that many times. And, but it works. And if you do it correctly and you actually believe in what you're saying, then,
Hmm.
it actually does work. So I love that. So, speaking of affirmations, let's tie in kids. How can kids use these affirmations? How can parents help their kids use these affirmations?
Yes. So, how can kids use them? I would say first, we as parents, the earlier we can start, the better. Um, I've always been very mindful of how I speak life into my children. And granted, no parent is perfect. So, I have those moments too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I am a single mom, so that dynamic is always very interesting. But always working to speak life into them so that they can start to do that for themselves as early as possible. And it could be something as simple as I share with my friends to be helpful, you know, or I love to read, you know, that's a very simple affirmation that they could start to apply early. And then again, we as parents, just be very mindful of the words that we speak, be careful with the words that we use. And just, try to bring positivity. I tell people the children already have so much negativity in the world to deal with anyway. We don't need to play a part in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it's school or bullying or whatever goes on, they're already dealing with a lot. So we as parents should try and give that positivity to them so that they aren't just burdened with all of the crazy of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love that. So what's so you said I love to read and things like that. I love that. So we use, for your audience as well, Active Kids 2.0, we're a fitness and wellness program. And we work with mommies and kids, obviously, of all ages. We partner with schools, so we work in the school system and homeschool families and all of that stuff. And within our yoga classes, it is we do our whole scope of the whole yoga session is rooted in affirmations. So this is why I was so excited about bringing you on, because every time we have a yoga class, the session is, I am creative, I am worthy, I
Mhm.
am strong, I am balanced, all of that. So we are on the same page. You know what
Yes.
I mean? And while the kiddos are actually doing these movements, they are repeating these affirmations. So
Oh,
it's
that's awesome.
part of it, you know? So we absolutely love affirmations. We believe in them and we know the power of affirmations. So can you tell us about your book? You're a best-selling author. Tell us how that came about and tell us how we could get this book.
Yes, it's so funny. Every time somebody mentions it, I'm still excited like it released yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I actually, of course, I have it right here, right?
Yes.
So I can just show it so if anybody can see it. So the name of the book is The Masterpiece of Mastering Peace, 15 Positive Affirmations That Will Change Your Life. I'm all about people understanding the power of peace. And I find that even if you had just a small taste of it, you understand how important it is, you know? And it's not something that you gain and you just leave it. You have to continue to work at it. You know, every day I'm working at making sure that there's nothing that disturbs my peace. So
It's
in the
hard.
book, it's very hard, especially when you're balancing, like I'm a full-time mom.
Yeah.
I also work full time. I have my business, which I feel like it's full time too, because I don't take away from that for everything
Yeah.
else. So the concept of peace, I have to be very careful with making sure that I always maintain it, right?
Yep.
So the book is, like I said, the masterpiece of mastering peace, 15 positive affirmations that will change your life. And what I did was, I put 15 very specific affirmations in here that did help me overcome just a lot of things. Some of them I actually didn't even know that they existed, right? You know, when I first started my affirmation journey, I didn't even Google them. These thoughts would just kind of come to me. So that's how I knew that they should resonate, right?
I love that.
So in the book, not only do I give the 15 affirmations, but I also give reflection prompts, you know,
Okay.
so that you can really think about what that affirmation means, maybe journal on it. And some of the questions, they are hard questions, you know, so they're asking you, you know, are you easy to be around? You know, do you encourage your children to plant gardens or enjoy flowers? You know, just things that really start to get you to get out of the mindset of just the stock, very basic, surface level thought process of affirmations and really start digging into them. And then, as part of the book, and yes, it is an Amazon #1 best-selling book.
Hey,
It went
amazing.
#1 in one day. Super
What?
excited. Super
How did
excited.
that happen?
You know, I've been very consistent with my messaging. I think first off, it's funny because even before I started the business, I was looking at like some of my personal social media
Yeah.
and the messaging was aligned. So it was like, you know, I think the messaging has just always been consistent, right?
Yes.
So, and then, you know, just getting the word out there, you know, hey, this is something everybody should buy into.
I love that.
So the book, and then there's actually the affirmation notebook that you can use, you know, to kind of journal, you know,
Yes.
just, you know, blank notebook, but you can use it to journal on some of the affirmations that are in the book. So they both are available on Amazon. And
How
yeah,
amazing.
thank you.
I love it. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, what an accomplishment.
Thank you so much.
So, okay. So can you do maybe an excerpt from the book to close us out?
Yeah.
Or something that, I don't know, maybe something that resonates with you, with our mommies and our kiddos.
Yes. And before I do that, I do want to let the audience know that I am getting ready to release there's peace, there's power in peace bundle.
Okay.
So in that bundle is going to be a copy of the book. a copy of the affirmation notebook. You're going to get free access to my e-course on positive affirmations,
Okay.
as well as an affirmation calendar. There's all types of fun stuff in this bundle. But, just be on the lookout for that. So I just wanted to put that out there as well.
Wonderful. Let's yeah, send me that information so I can put it in the comments. Well, in
Absolutely.
the
So
notes.
let's do a fun one. Let's see. Okay. So we will, what? Let's do affirmation number 1. So affirmation number 1 is people are telling me this is a heavy hitter because it's straightforward and to the point, right? So affirmation number 1 is I will trust my inner journey. Okay. I will trust my inner journey. So, and I'll just read it verbatim. So an inner journey is an unfolding process of personal thoughts and emotions. So it is unfolding. It's not something that's just going to hit right away. It could be very different day to day, right? But it's an unfolding process of personal thoughts and emotions. An inner journey can be full of positivity, but also unwelcomed situations and circumstances. Just remember, regardless of how you feel, the journey is needed for personal growth. So even if it feels weird, even if it makes you sad, you're crying, whatever the case may be, it is needed for personal growth.
Oh yeah.
It's your personal journey, right? No one can live it for you. Just know that it will manifest into greatness over your life, right? So then when you think about the reflection of that, think about your own inner journey, right? What does that look like? Do you feel kind of, restless? Do you have points of ups and downs? What does that feel like? What does that look like? What type of emotions do you feel? Again, sad, angry, upset, frustrated, confused,
Yeah.
those emotions. What do you want to achieve by the end of the journey? So if you're confused about where you are right now, where you're going, what would you like to see come out of that? And then who are you becoming as a result of that journey? So
Wow.
who's the person on the other side of where you are today? So that's affirmation number 1. Again, really giving you some of those questions to ask yourself as you start to think through these affirmations. And
Yeah.
again, the notebook is handy for you to just kind of jot down and write about, whatever you're thinking as you read through each affirmation.
That is amazing.
Thank
That is really
you.
good. So how many total affirmations are in the book?
15.
There's 15.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Gotcha.
15 for now. There's another book on the horizon. So, but
Amazing.
yep, right now it's 15. But very
Great.
powerful.
And how much is the book so we can we can let everybody know?
Yeah, so you could purchase the ebook on Amazon for $7.99, or you could purchase the paperback version for $14.99. And
Great.
then if you would like to do the notebook, as an addition, the notebook is $7.12.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. I absolutely love this, and all of my active families, hop on Amazon right now. This will be perfect for you, and you can do it with your kiddos. Like
Yeah,
that's life changing. You can do it with your kiddos. So you're both learning, you're both growing, and doing this journey together. Me and my kiddos, we every night we say our affirmation. They've been saying it since they were as soon as they could talk. I made this one up, and they say it every night. I am strong, I am brave, I am smart, and I listen to my heart. They say it every night.
love it.
And they absolutely believe it. So I am such a believer, and I know our active families are believers as well. So everybody click on April B's profile and then click on Amazon to purchase the book. Where else can we find you? Are you on Facebook as well?
I am. So I am on Facebook, me, myself, and family. It's the ampersand. So me, myself, and family on here, of course. I have a TikTok, but I'm still trying to figure out TikTok. It's the same, me, myself, and family. So it's me, myself, and family across all social medias, including YouTube.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.